Y'all laughing at that thumbnail? Jay-Z. Boy. You would think with all that's going on with Puffy, Jay-Z would want to chill in the background somewhere and take a seat. But no. He wants to. Well, I guess in his mind this could be a good move because of what's going on with him. He wants good pub, but this ain't gonna work, brother. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Jay-Z has, in Roc Nation, has pledged money to the tune of $300 million to the Philadelphia public school system. And on the surface level, it looks good. A lot like how on the surface level, it looked good when he bought the Brooklyn Nets. On the surface level, it looked good when he was the face of title. On the surface level, it looked good when he said no more kneeling. But like always with Jay-Z, just dig about a ½ inch past the surface level, maybe only even a ½ inch past the surface level. And you see these chess moves he's making they're definitely chess moves. Only issue is he's not the one making the move. He's the pawn that's used to make the move, generally against the greater welfare of Black America. All while Black America supports it because of the black face in the high place that we've been trained to fall in love with. And yes, I do mean trained. We can't lie, man. We got to tell the truth about where we are. We have been colonized in our minds in a lot of ways. And that's what it's born from. But all of America's colonized. Black people, we have a different mental colonization than other groups of Americans. But all Americans are mentally colonized. Even the white ones. The low-level white ones, I should say. But their minds are colonized to fight against their greater good interests over fear of us. That's what their minds are colonized to do. Their minds are colonized to fight against their greater interests. That's why they'll go so hard for a Donald Trump or a Joe Biden that really don't provide nothing for them either, other than psychic benefits of having a foot in over us. So since those other groups of people, although I understand we're all mentally colonized, although I do definitely understand that, these systems affect other groups, also, other groups choose to play along with the system over having their foot over us. So that's the reason why I don't too much talk on behalf of other groups, not because I don't like them, but because they usually knowingly, sometimes unknowingly, but usually knowingly, they play along with the game of being oppressed as long as they have somewhat of an ability to oppress us. So that's why, and that's the reason why I don't, if for those of you who are non-black listening to me, if you ever ask like, oh, why don't you ever speak up for these other groups? It's because I know that they're oppressed too. They know that they're oppressed too, but they're willing generally to take the trade-off of being oppressed, but still having a leg up over us in exchange for their oppression. So for that reason, I generally don't speak up for other groups, although I do support them from afar when they have their fights of wanting oppression. I'll never fight against another group wanting a higher level of freedom. but I'm also not going to join in your fight when you know, the only thing you fighting for is more freedom to fuck us over. And that's what brings me to Jay-Z and people like Jay-Z. We have a lot of black people, men and women. Unfortunately, in entertainment, it's the men, and usually in politics, it's the women, when it comes to these local politicians around town. You got this elite bourgeoisie group of black people who are used to champion causes that are against the greater good of black people. So if you want to understand, because sometimes people be like, DeJuan, why do you talk so much about Jay-Z? Why do you talk so much about people like Puffy and Beyonce and all of these people? I'll tell you why I talk about them. I talk about them because these are groups of people who take money in exchange for saying things that they know could hurt and harm us on a massive level. But before we get all the way started, I want to welcome everybody here. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for joining. We about to have some fun today. We got Taj Dollars in the chat, Bismarck T, Cynthia Reed, Tad Lawson. Thank y'all for joining. And what I need y'all to do is, I need y'all to hit the share button. I need y'all to go to your social media, and I need y'all to please share. I need y'all to share. You dig what I'm saying? I need y'all to share right now. We talking about Jay-Z. We talking about niggas that sell us out for chicken change. So I need y'all, I'm gonna give y'all like 2 seconds. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds, and then we gonna get started. All right, let's go. There we go. Is Jay-Z trying to sell us out again? All right, so this right here is where, let me put up the page where we gonna get started. Here we go. Let me see. I thought I had the article. Here it is. I just found the article. But before we get to the article, I'm going to need y'all to go to DeJuanB.com. Hit the shop up. For those of you who already subscribed, You got the sale discount code for those of you who are subscribers. You got the discount code. So use it. Use it. We got children's sizes. It's Juneteenth. If you order today, you should still get your shirts by Juneteenth. If you live in a major city. If you live in the sticks or in some little backcountry place, and I don't know about that. But if you live in a major city, you should still get your shirts by Juneteenth. And no matter where you live, you will get your Black Music Month t-shirts. You see me wearing mine right now. Black Music Month is June. Celebrate that, man. Celebrate. We got the limited edition t-shirts. And also the Black American Family Tree t-shirts are on sale right now. And also this Bigger Than Hip Hop documentary fundraiser t-shirts. All that good stuff is on sale right now on DewanB.com. And if you ever want to know how to navigate my website, it's real simple. You got the shop at one side. You got the business side, my breakthrough cards site. If you want a card reading, it's right there. If you want to go over to Incense and Ashtrays and read a recent article, it's over there. And then I got my courses. 100 Years of Black American Music History course. If you want to go in depth and learn about our music history in depth, I got a course. And if you are a subscriber, we have $100 off of the 8-part course if you are a subscriber on my email list. All right, so let's get into this shit. This is how this started. Jay-Z made an announcement June 7th. He made that announcement June 7th. It's funny he made that announcement 10 of Diamonds Day. June 7th was a 10 of Diamonds Day. That is a card of marketing. I know these niggas be having cardologists and people like me on their team. That'd be 10 of Diamonds Day is a perfect day to announce something. And that's what they did. And they announced that they are partnering with the city of Philadelphia to bring in a $300 million scholarship fund to help underprivileged students in grades K through 12 attend prestigious private schools in America. Now, you know, the way this is written by a publicist that's selling some bullshit. Roc Nation is set to host multiple events between June 10th and June 21st to bring awareness to the scholarship funds. In other words, propaganda campaigns. We have enjoyed such a special connection with Philadelphians, so we made it our mission to invest in the long-term success of the city's change makers, said Roc Nation Managing Director of Philanthropy, Dana Diaz, in a statement. Damn, Jay-Z, you got a whole lot of non-black people at the top of your company, brother. What's up with that? Why ain't that last person's last name Johnson? Wilkins. Why ain't that person's name? That person's name should be James Lawson, nigga. Working that position. Or it's a woman. It says Dana Diaz. If it's a woman, her name should be Carol Williams, nigga. Her name should be goddamn Keisha Davis. I already see a problem right there, folks. And here's the reason. Before you say, Dewan, you're being racist. Here's the reason why I say that. Because I'm not going to go over to Oscar De La Hoya's company and see no black decision makers, directors of nothing. Not going to go to George Lopez's company and see a black director of nothing. So I just think it's fair. And I don't think that they have to hire black people necessarily. Hire who you know. Hire your people. You should. I think it's natural. I don't have any issue with groups of people taking care of their people. If you Filipino, if Manny Pacquiao got all Filipinos working there, it's a whole bunch of Pacquiao motherfuckers, little short little niggas running around there. That's good. He's supposed to take care of other Pacquiaos. It ain't gonna be nobody named ain't gonna be nobody named Leonard Johnson working for Canelo Alvarez. Jennifer Lopez ain't gonna have nobody named ain't gonna be nobody named Shantae Wilson working as a Shantae Wilson might do the hair. Leonard Williams may be the head of maybe do security. That's okay, yeah. We might see a nigga named Dana Thompson doing security. We might see a chick named um uh Keisha Smith that's doing some reception calls or doing some hair. But I guarantee you will not see no nigga named Devontae Davis as a director of anything for anybody non-black. So off top, I got an issue with this. To be clear, I say this in the name of fairness, not in the name of racism. Before you say something to me about questioning the complexion of people in Jay-Z's company, go to your community and ask them why they don't have black people at decision-making positions. Not just security guard and hair and makeup or talent. Go to your people first. Go to your people first and say, okay, where are the black decision makers in these companies? If you ain't willing to do that, stay the fuck out my comment section. So back to what we talking about. Because I want to go through this and then we're going to break this down. We're going to slowly break this down, all right? This is one of my new, because this hits near and dear to me. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all before, over here, Breakthrough Cards. My first company I ever opened was Breakthrough Advocacy Services. This is my heart right here. Working with kids and children. IEP support. School voucher programs. I'm there. I used to be in that elbows deep when the city of LA started making that transition from public schools to these little bullshit ass voucher programs. So you about to get this talk today from a nigga who's worked there on the front line. This isn't conjecture for me. This was a part of my life for a good long time that we're coming from. Okay? So we're going to work this one slowly. All right? So, again, this is the article right here that we're reading, and it's in Hip Hop DX. And this is another thing. This article was released through Hip Hop DX, not through the New York Times, not the Philadelphia Inquirer. At least put it through the Philadelphia. If it's supposed to be taken halfway serious, why wasn't this released through the Philadelphia Inquirer, through the local Philadelphia Tribune? Wherever, is the Philadelphia Inquirer the local paper? Why is this released through Hip Hop DX? It's already a clout chasing ass release. Hip Hop DX and not locally in Philly, where it matters. It's already clout chasing. So, all right, cool. And so he's talking about the school voucher. So basically, Jay-Z's announcing that he has about to launch. Look, this is released. Billboard reported this one originally. Let's go to the Billboard article. Again, Billboard, not Philadelphia. Let's go to the Billboard article. Let's go to the Billboard. Oh, I'm not signing up for you, Billboard. Fuck you. But okay, here we go. This is a press release. This is what we call a press release. So this is what's released from Roc Nation. This is Roc Nation's perception of what they want you to think is going on, okay? You know, and so it's talking about those in attendance will have a chance to learn more about PASS, Philadelphia Award for Student Success. Mind you. When they have these funny, beautiful sounding acronyms, it's usually some bullshit. Let's look up that Senate bill in Philadelphia. Let's look it up. This is the PA. This is a live search, y'all. Y'all watching me search this live. I didn't pre-do this. This is how I research. I look up when I see. That's the beautiful thing that college teaches you. College teaches you how to research sources and sources and sources. I'm one of the biggest proponents of fuck college. It's a scam. But one thing I will say, having a liberal arts degree teaches you how to source information quick. And so let's go into this bullshit ass bill. So it says the short title is talking about the Pennsylvania Award for Student Success Scholarship Program and the Pennsylvania Award for Student Success Scholarship Fund in bonus and tax reports and returns and reports related to tax collections, further providing confidential information and tax credits. So, okay. So it looks like the legislation that Jay-Z is championing, is going for, is giving information on a tax-funded bill. That raises antennas. So it's talking about student awareness. Okay, scholarship. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it looks right here like, okay, what they're doing here is they're hosting events. Okay. You know what this is? Man, hold on. Man, this ain't Jay-Z's Roc Nation giving up shit. These niggas are supporting, they're bringing awareness to a tax program. In my research, okay, yeah. Man, look. All right, now that makes even more sense. Because I looked up this man that's behind. Let's look up, okay, this nigga ain't even gonna put no motherfucking money up. This nigga is going and promoting legislation that's taxpayer funded. Man, let's look and see who's behind this taxpayer funding. Because I looked up the past part. I mean, I didn't see that part, but I did look up the past part. Because I saw this name that kept coming up, Jeff Yaz. This nigga sound like a sassy internet thought. Jeff Yaz. The fuck? How this nigga got an internet thought last name? So this is the person that's behind that legislation. This motherfucker ain't even from Philadelphia. He's somebody who, this article was from April, and I read this article a little earlier. This article is from April 9th, 2024. So this is 2 months. The Jay-Z announcement was June 7th, 2024. This article is from April, so 2 months prior. Okay. This is the man that's behind that paperwork, Mr. Yes. And apparently this guy goes around the country and pushes school voucher programs. He's there to basically privatize schools. He has a PAC. And this is the guy. He gave $15 million to a club door super PAC. Yeah. So this dude, Mr. Yes, is a Republican hoe with too much fucking money that's going around changing local politics. That's who this Mr. Yes is. So this is the dude. This motherfucker look like the devil. This nigga look more evil than Clive Davis and Puff Daddy. This is like a killing motherfucker right here, man. Hey, Mr. Yes, you know, I don't mean no harm. You nigga, this is what Jason looks like underneath the mask. This is the sight of evil right here. God damn, this nigga right here, shit. He look like the product of every other generation. Two cousins fucked and had kids, and then those kids went off and had regular kids with somebody else regular, and then their kids fucked each other, and then shitted this motherfucker out. God damn, this is an evil, dead-eyed looking motherfucker right here. He look like he can watch. He look like you'll be walking by, and he'll be in the desert. Y'all be in Vegas and walking down Las Vegas Boulevard, and it'll be one of them 117-degree days in Vegas, and you over here scourging for water. You about to pass out because you just need some water, just enough water so you can walk inside the MGM Grand and then, you know, cool off. And this motherfucker will be walking by with with one of these big ass crystal geyser bottles unopened, because he just had a whole bunch of. Matter of fact, he about to go back in that same MGM Grand and get another one, and he'll see you need this motherfucker, and you know what he'll do? He'll go, ah, 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 ah. Whoa, that's some good water. And then he'll walk right past your punk ass. That's what this nigga will do. This nigga looks like, god damn. This nigga look like he jack off to snuff films. This motherfucker right here. So basically, this evil motherfucker has a charitable foundation that quietly donated tens of millions of dollars to influence federal policy, education, and law. Let's click on education. Oh, that's something. That just lead me to another article. Fuck you. Let's go back to this bastard. So yeah. So basically, this is who Jay-Z is being the do boy for. Hey Brandon, I'm live, you fuck face. I'll call you back. Hey, what you say that again?
You ain't talking about nothing today. So shit.
Hey y'all, this is Brandon the car. Hey Brandon, you disturbing the goddamn show. We'll
Hey, my apologies. I love you. I'm gonna hop in. All right, I'm gonna go into your comments then.
All right. God damn, that nigga. Shouts out to Brandon Tony. He's opened up a new bar here in Van Nuys. Y'all gonna want to check that hoe out. He gonna have a Tank Davis fight there this coming Saturday. It's in Van Nuys. I'm gonna tell him when he gets in the chat to put the name of that bar in the chat. If you're in LA, Southern California, y'all gotta check out Brandon Tony's new bar. That shit dope as fuck. Well, anyway, back to Jay-Z hoe ass. So basically, Jay-Z is allowing this guy here is being the front man for this person. But we've seen this before from Jay-Z, haven't we? We've seen this before from Jay-Z. We've seen this before. Because remember when Jay-Z was the do boy for this man here? Y'all remember this? Man, we can call Jay-Z a Prince song. This nigga, his theme song needs to be Do Me. Do me, baby, like I've never done before. Oh. Remember Jay-Z and Mikhail Prokhorov? If you don't know who Mikhail Prokhorov is, Mikhail Prokhorov is owner of the Brooklyn Nets. And when they couldn't get New Jersey, when they couldn't get Brooklyn to accept the New Jersey Nets and bring them in, they called who? The Do Boy, Jay-Z. They called Jay-Z and said, use your influence and we're going to pay you a couple dollars. Use your influence and we's going to pay you a couple dollars. That's what we going to do. We going to pay you a couple dollars to use your influence. Oh, y'all remember Boomerang with a coordinate when he said, but it don't stop there. But it don't stop there. Y'all remember the other person that Jay-Z was the recent do boy for? I think we're just done kneeling. And he got that good Negro laugh going right here, don't he? I think we passed kneeling Jay-Z. Do y'all see a pattern here? Bucket. Do y'all see a pattern here? Huh? Huh? But you know what? It don't stop there. Let's look at the Roc Nation executive team. Desiree Perez, remember she was a former informant for the three-letter agency that starts with an F and ends with an I. Michael Yormack. I don't see nobody named. Only nigga name I see here is Sean Carter. Let's look up these people here. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So y'all about to do some Google searching with me. Y'all gonna do some Google searching with me. Okay, Dave Wander, Roc Nation, Chief Digital Officer. So that's the person that's. Oh, the homegirl hit me up. My sister's best friend. I don't ever be on goddamn LinkedIn. So Dave Wander, okay. Who else? Who else? What site was I on? Was I on here? Okay. That's Dave Wander, okay. Copy. Who the fuck is this? Okay, Brody Van Wagenen. He ain't got his picture up. Okay, here he is. Okay. All right, Sean Carter, I see you. I see you, my nigga. I see you, my nigga. All right, copy. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Michael Yermak. Okay. Oh, London, England, too. Okay. This motherfucker ain't even from America. I have a question. Who do you think out of these people is giving the orders? The rapper or the president that's over in England? And we all know who the CEO is. Uh-huh. Not Desiree Wilson. CEO and founder. Uh-huh. Let's look up Desiree Perez. Let's see here. Trump pardons Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez. Okay, I didn't know she was pardoned. Okay. So, how would somebody that testified in a drug, firearm, and grand larceny, how do they get to that position, knowingly having worked for them people? I have a question. When you work for them people, do you ever stop working for them people? Look at this. Okay, here we go. Ain't no cease and desist being sent out. Ain't no cease and desist being sent out to these people. And this is all allegedly from me. I don't know. I'm just saying ain't nothing gets into them. I don't know. Ain't nothing getting. This is all alleged. I don't know shit. I'm speculating. Yeah. Here we go. 1994, Perez family was rounded up in a major drug investigation in South Florida. That year, 19 people, including Desiree Perez, were indicted on a federal drug investigation. Okay. Taking accountability for actions and turn a life around. Okay. So, Jay-Z would rather hire somebody with a checkered past to run his company than a black woman? Why am I saying all this? We as a people, we have to know who's our friend and who's not our friend. All skin ain't our friend. You dig? All skin ain't our friend. All skin ain't our friend. So let's recap before I move further. Let's recap before I move further. Jay-Z is putting out in his press release that Roc Nation leads campaign to help underprivileged students secure $300 million in scholarships. Pay attention to the title. Roc Nation leads campaign to help. So basically, they're not saying they're putting money up, honestly. They're saying that they're leading a campaign. Pay attention. Roc Nation leads campaign to help underprivileged students secure $300 million. What is the campaign? So the next question is, what is a campaign? The campaign is PASS, which is known as Senate Bill 757. Senate Bill 757 that's supported in large part by this man, Republican mega donor Jeff Yazd. This motherfucker looks like he has a human leg in his deep freezer in the garage. I'm sorry. I'm scared of this motherfucker. This motherfucker looks like a unwrinkled face Freddy Krueger. You see them eyes? Goddamn, this is a white male Medusa. If looks can kill. Ain't got no lips. This motherfucker look like he just used this money to do something evil. Like, he go on mushroom trips with the devil, and whatever evil thoughts he can think of, he said, let me put $1 billion behind that, because I got it. This is Jay-Z's puppet master, okay? Because again, Jay-Z is leading a campaign named PASS, which is known as Senate Bill 757, which in large part is supported by this man right here. This nigga looks like he can jump through the internet. Like, for real, like he has, like, this motherfucker's so rich. Like, if he wanted to, if he heard me talking shit right now, this nigga would find a way to create a hologram in my house and be like, why are you talking about me so bad, Dewan? This is an evil looking motherfucker. But this is whose puppet strings Jay-Z is dancing to. Now the next question is why? Why, Dewan? Why is this a bad thing? Jay-Z is just trying, he's just trying to help his people out. You might be saying, what's wrong with the school voucher program? The public school system is bad anyway, right? That's what you might be saying. That's what you might be saying. Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I like all these artworks that I created. So let's talk about it. The school voucher system, first off, is racist and it doesn't help. It never has helped black children. So Jay-Z is putting his name on legislation that has always shown his hurt and harm black children. I just put the article in the chat if you're watching on YouTube. And again, thank you to everybody watching on YouTube, Twitter, and all them other motherfucking places. Thank y'all for listening. Yes, I do randomly cuss. Your kids can take the cuss words if they're listening. You parents raise y'all kids too goddamn soft. I know some people don't cuss around my 15-year-old. Nigga, that little motherfucker been cussing since he was 4. He just knows not to cuss around you. You need to raise them kids around an uncle or somebody that cuss and tell them the real. Y'all, that's another topic. Again, my passion comes from working with kids, man. And that's why I'm so pissed off at this whole situation with Jay-Z. Because he's leading and putting his face on legislation that does nothing but harm Black America. This is from AmericanProgress.org. The racist origins of private school vouchers. And I'm not going to read this whole goddamn article because it's long as fuck. But it's a good thing for you to read this article. And I put it in the chat to give y'all something to go behind. But in practice, man, I used to see these goddamn, the effects of these charter schools. And I see it right now, and it's not good. Jay-Z is selling Black America out for chicken change. That's what he is. See, I'm telling you right now, James Brown told us about these niggas in the big payback.
Sold me out for chicken change.
I don't want to play too much because I don't want to get a strike. James Brown told us. And he said, you know what you got to do? Got to pay these motherfuckers back, man. And how do we pay them back? We can't do nothing to Jay-Z. Jay-Z's their boy. So ain't nothing we can do other than withdraw support from Jay-Z, other than call out his shit and tell the residents of Philadelphia and Black America around the world, when you see this motherfucker around, he don't mean no good. Every time you see Jay-Z, look for the white man behind him. Every time you see Jay-Z, look for the white man behind him. Because that's who's making the moves. That's who's pulling the puppet strings. And so my question to you is this. Do you trust somebody that looks like this to make a good decision over the education of a majority Black town like Philadelphia? Do you trust this? Because this ain't about Jay-Z. Jay-Z done got whatever he got out of this, and he gonna run his little camel mouth. But this right here is the person that's allegedly the money behind that program. Do you trust that to make a decision that's in the best interest of Black children? That's why we're having this conversation, man. Because I care about the kids. I don't care about a celebrity. I don't care about none of that other corny shit. Oh, hit the donation button right now. $ Dewan Brown. Hit the donation. $ Dewan Brown. But one thing about me, I ain't no hoe. But Jay-Z, you acting like one. Jay-Z, please, brother, I implore you to stop being a hoe for non-Black dollars that come into our community to displace, screw over, and mess up Black Americans. We weren't done kneeling, Jay-Z. You were done kneeling so you can pick up a paycheck. You were done kneeling so you can cash a check. But in a lot of ways, Jay-Z, yeah, you were done kneeling. You still kneeling. Now, you may have been done kneeling about the protests of the police after you made a mockery of a Contentious album in 444. You may have been done with that, but you still kneeling though. You kneeling for them white boys. You kneeling for this man right here. This evil genius looking motherfucker. You kneeling for the police bitch. This is who you kneeling for. You kneeling for them folks. You is kneeling, here we go, for Michael Yormack, Brody Wagnon, David Wander, Jeff Yass, and anybody else that got $1 for you to sell us out. You jump off one dick and go to the next. You was on Mikhail Prokhorov's dick and wrote that to make us to release an album talking about something. I park in my own arena. I remember listening to that. What album was that? That was the Kingdom Come album. When did Kingdom Come drop? 07, somewhere around there. The other album with Kingdom Come, it had Hollywood on it. The song he did with Beyonce. But on the Kingdom Come album, now I park in my own arena. Do you see the pattern of behavior here, people? Yeah, 06. You're right, because that dropped the same year as Hip Hop Is Dead by Nas. And Hip Hop is, I like both albums, but Hip Hop Is Dead to me was a better album. But actually, I like both albums. They were cool. I like them when they drop now. I can't listen to Kingdom Come now. 06, when I was driving I remember Kingdom Come dropped right when I got in 2006, right when I got my 2006 Audi A6. I was bumping that shit all the goddamn time. I was bumping that shit all the goddamn time. But Hip Hop Is Dead, I still play. I ain't played Kingdom Come probably since 07, maybe 08. I probably played it a little bit in 08. I still play Hip Hop Is Dead. But Jay-Z is somebody who's on the tape from my perspective. All I offer is a perspective. I don't know. This is alleged. This is all alleged. But you know what I feel about Jay-Z? You know what I feel like Jay-Z did?
Sold me out for chicken change.
That's what I feel he did, boy. James Brown warned us about niggas like you. Niggas that to be a hoe for the dope. Not only do you steal lines from Lauryn Hill, Biggie, the stylistics, Eddie Murphy, and we can go down the line. Ice-T, that you. Not only do you steal swag, Big Daddy Kane, Memphis Bleak. Not only do you steal rap styles you steal from your people when you give access to people that see we can see we as black folks. This one thing. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. How these people work. They know that we're smart enough to see this. They know that we ain't stupid. We act stupid sometimes, but we ain't stupid. They know that if we see this motherfucker coming with a voucher program, they know everybody gonna be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This nigga look like he got a gerbil farm at his house. Hell nah. This dude looks like he has his way with the animals on his farm. This nigga look like he be fondling his alpacas in the back. Because, you know, all rich people got alpacas. This nigga be playing with his female alpaca titties. That's what he be doing. He be getting his alpacas to get pregnant so he can fondle his alpacas in the back like this. That's how weird this motherfucker look. They know we see this bastard coming. And he knows we see him coming. He knows we see him coming. So doodling looking motherfucker. So, since we all know we see Yaz Voorhees coming, they say, hey, Jay-Z, come here. You made that song, this is me, my girlfriend, a song that Tupac made about a resistance song Tupac made that you turned into some hoe-ass weird shit. You know? Ice-T was talking about grown-ass man shit when he said, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. You brought in some bullshit with that song. I know you're a fucking idiot. Here's some money. We gotta call this shit out. And that's what we doing here. We calling this shit out. No more. Why do black people gotta suffer? Why does one black person get to make all the money at the expense of everybody else? Tell me how fair that is. Tell me how fair that is, people. Is it fair that, and this goes out to the people who always get mad, like, what are you talking about Jay-Z? Oh my God. Oh my God. Why are you talking about Jay-Z? Why? This is why. This is why. This is why. Because he supports agendas and he takes money that overall don't help us. My years working with kids, I used to see kids, man, and don't get me wrong, when the school voucher thing first hit big here in LA, at first, the first 2 years, through observation, I agreed with it. Because I thought like a lot of people. I was like, Well, the public schools ain't doing shit. Might as well give these charter schools a chance. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Because like I had seen it. We're talking about 07, 08. The data, it was new. We didn't have this nationwide data at the time. You know, we didn't really have nationwide, like long-term data, at least especially in LA. And when I would take my kids out of public schools and put them into private, into charter schools, initially I noticed increases in GPA, increase in performance. Because what would happen was here in LA, those charter schools will hire like a lot of black staff. The LA Unified School District don't like hiring black, especially black men. They'll hire some black women that went to Howard that are willing to, and especially if they got a bull ring in their nose. LA Unified School District is hard pressed to hire black men. So all the black male teachers got jobs for the most part the charter schools. They get that charter. You see the kids doing well. And then the minute they get that good rating, that first year or two, they fire all them black teachers. They bring in people from outside the community, and that school go to shit. And usually within 5 years, that school is done. Another school got to open up. Because what happens is the people who own these charter schools, they only put in a competent staff initially in order to maintain their charter. The minute they get that funding, they pull all them goddamn resources away. These kids ain't got shit. Your kid can be at school. I used to go to these charter schools. It was one school I used to work with called Kip Academy. I remember I had this one kid at Kip. This little nigga, all he had to do was raise a little hell, and they would give him an iPad and make him go sit in the corner. They wouldn't kick him out. They wouldn't suspend him. They wouldn't expel him because they needed the money. So in order to get the money to keep him, they would do shit like get a little nigga iPad, sit in the corner. And one day I sat and I was with him because I noticed his behaviors kept getting real bad. And like they would get bad only in with a certain class and a certain teacher. So one way I used to extract information on my kids when I worked with them, I used to play dominoes with my kids. And this little boy was like 8 or 9. And so I'm teaching him how to play dominoes. So while we playing dominoes, I'm like, so what's up with Miss Fields, man? Like, why are you always messing up in Miss Fields' class? 10, little nigga. Oh, man, you scored on me. I used to love playing dominoes with my kids. And I would teach them how to do strategies in life based off dominoes and how to cut off opportunities for others while creating opportunities for yourself based on the dominoes that you had in your hand. It's a dope lesson I used to do with kids. I miss that game sometimes. Well, anyway, I'm playing dominoes with little nigga, and little nigga said, man, because Miss Fields is mean and she's and she don't. It's hard. Basically, the lesson plan was too hard for him. He was missing some steps. This was like an English section, and he was missing some things. He had dyslexia, so he basically said, he said if I talk shit, I get to play on my iPad the rest of the day. And I'm like, so you fucking up and they give you an iPad to play on the rest of the day? And this back when iPads were new. This back when they were like new. And I was like, yo. So I go to the school. I'm like, look, little nigga ain't a bad kid. He just is behind. He's, it looks like he has a little dyslexia. It looked like, he has some reading comprehension issues, and through his fear of being called next, he starts a little shit so he ain't gonna get called next to read, and he gets rewarded by getting on a fucking iPad. I said, how about we just give this child 2 hours a week? He already has an IEP. Let's give him 2 hours a week of additional reading comprehension so he can get brought up to grade level. And let's give him, since he's showing signs of dyslexia, let's give him additional time to complete his test so he doesn't experience his anxiety, and we solve two issues at once. He gets caught up and he gets to participate in class with 3 issues. And the third issue is he not causing all this shit disturbing the other kids. And you know what that punk ass school said? Oh, we don't have the money. I said, what? Because mind you, because of Wright's Law, 1977, Peter Wright, the lawyer, sued and went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court decided 1977 that all children with mental health issues have to get an education plan that basically, in layman's terms, fits their needs, fits their lesson plan. That's why we have IEPs, individual education plan. That's a federal law. Now, when you're in public schools, those public schools are scared of being sued because a public school can't bankruptcy out of a lawsuit. If I'm coming to town with one of my kids doing an IEP, nigga, if we don't accommodate this child in the least restrictive environment, I'm suing your monkey ass and I'm going to win. I've never lost. Well, I'm not a lawyer. I would always work with a lawyer, with a law firm. But I've done well over 90 IEPs in Southern California, and I've never lost one. Got a whole life outside this internet shit. I've done over 90 IEPs and never lost one. Okay? But the problem came with these charter schools. The charter schools, see, if you sue the charter school, the charter has a funny contract with the district. So although I could put in this kid's IEP, he needs 2 to 3 hours of additional supplemental education to curb behaviors and catch him up to grade level. Since the charter schools are under a different funding source, they don't have to provide that resource. It's like a technicality. So your kid to go to this charter school, your kid to have a particular learning disability, you'll call somebody like me, and I'll make sure that the IEP addresses what's in that whatever learning disability he has, and you'll have him in a charter school, and they don't have to accommodate because there's a technicality in the fucking law. So ultimately, what I have to end up doing is have that kid transfer back to a public school that can accommodate the additional hours of learning that they need. So it's all kinds of games that go on with these charter schools. Again, the IEP law, the law for mental health and special needs education is a federal law. But with these charter schools, they get all this goddamn money. They don't use it on the fucking kids. They siphon it off. They don't deal with behaviors, simple behaviors. They do things. They miseducate your children. They'll go downright and not goddamn give your kid a test in order for your little dumbass kid to pass. This is the world we live in, not the world we want. I talk with and deal with the world we live in, not the world we want ideologically one day, miraculously. We deal with the world we have. And this is the world we have. And Jay-Z is over here pushing that kind of legislation on your black ass. They will not tell you that side of the game, but I will. We are under some real shit right now as a people. And our people, our children, our society needs fixing. But it's not our society, our children, our education system are not going to get fixed by people like this. There's nothing in that man's soulless eyes that tells me he gives one good goddamn about our kids. But I'm sure he ain't putting up all that money unless he don't get a whole lot of money in return. Charter schools are money siphoning pits for the wealthy. They're money laundering pits. They use taxpayer money to siphon money off for themselves. And Jay-Z is allowing his camel-looking ass goddamn face to be the face of this bullshit. Thank y'all again for listening. Go to DewanB.com. Go to DewanB.com. Explore my world. Explore my world. Go to the Patreon. We got some shit going on the Patreon. I'm gonna get back. I've noticed I haven't done too many readings lately. I'm gonna get back later on this week, and we're gonna do some readings. All right. We're gonna get back into that. But in the meantime, go to the shop, explore around here. You dig? You did. I want to thank y'all again for listening. And remember this, there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. All right? And when y'all done, leave a comment after the video. As soon as I hit end, go and leave a comment after the video to keep us moving up in the algorithm, all right? I'm out. What do you need to do to get a family reading? Book an hour reading. An hour reading will take care of that, all right? Tahada, DewanB.com, BreakthroughCards.com, all right? Y'all have a good one.